You want someone to reach out, but when they do, you do not know what to do with it. You want to feel close to someone, but the moment things start getting real, you find a reason to pull back. This is not coldness. This is not antisocial behavior. This is what happens when your nervous system learned that closeness is dangerous. And here's the psychological truth behind it. The people who crave connection the most are often the same people who are most afraid of it. Not because they do not want to be loved, but because they have been close enough to people to know how badly it can go wrong. Psychologists call this an anxious avoidant attachment pattern. It develops when emotional closeness becomes repeatedly associated with pain. Disappointment, misunderstanding, abandonment, being loved, and then losing it. After enough of those experiences, your brain does something very logical. It starts treating intimacy like a threat, not because intimacy is bad, but because your nervous system has the data to suggest it ends in pain. So now you live in a contradiction. You imagine deep conversations and finally feeling understood. But when someone actually tries to get close, you overthink every word they say. Every delayed reply feels like rejection. Every moment of vulnerability feels like a risk. And so you stay just far enough away to protect yourself. Here is what most people never talk about. A lot of people who avoid closeness were once completely open. They were the ones who loved deeply, trusted easily, and gave everything. Until someone took that openness and hurt them with it. And after enough pain, the brain learns a very specific lesson. Staying open is not safe. So it builds distance, not out of cruelty, but out of self-protection. Research from the University of Washington found that people with avoidant attachment patterns show significantly higher cortisol responses. When faced with emotional intimacy, their body literally treats closeness as a physical stressor. This is not a personality flaw. This is a nervous system that learned to survive. And here is the hardest part. The more you distance yourself, the more you confirm the belief that nobody truly gets you, because you never let anyone close enough to actually try. The cycle feeds itself. Crave connection, fear connection, push people away, feel alone. Crave connection again. And the exit from that cycle is not finding the perfect person. The exit is slowly learning that not every open door leads to the same room that hurt you before. Some connections are safe. Some people will not use your vulnerability against you. But your nervous system will not believe that until you give it enough evidence. Small moments of safe connection, one honest conversation, one person who stays. That is how the pattern begins to shift. Not dramatically, quietly. Pathless mind, you are not too much. You are not broken. You are just someone who learned to protect something that once got hurt. And that protection made sense then. Maybe it is time to find out if it still needs to.